Happy New Year, Enkoma Ghana Funyinara, Mamuahama Makwaba, Higher TV XYZ, Power 97.9, Radio XYZ 93.1 FM, Opramotobre Kasiebo, Ne, Opepombo Suming, Nida to Suenumiso, and then officially, Yakwa Humijemuno, Yangaba, Yadi Kasiebo, Naire Bremo, Efri number 37, Abebrese Street to Su Accra. Voter Power 94.1. Ebefebi wo Global FM wo Sharp Water Crade and Sruma FM wo Kran Kwanta Boom wo Jasi Kajinyame ewo Sampa Nananumu Afugo so Western Radio ewo Exiama Elembele KFM 92.1 ewo Pazanglegi FM wo Bole Vinci Radio ni TV Dunko Nofin Atom Local FM wo Asasitro High Radio ewo Bechem Radio SMOnline.com ni apo 68 FM ewo Virginia USA tune in yewo Power 97.9 Daisy Radio so wetley Adam for Power Radio Power G Life Radio ewo UK OPD Radio so ewo UK my XYZonline.com multi TV digi box so radio channel XYZ so Kasiebo your life ewo honom Facebook ye Power 979 TV XYZ Ghana Radio XYZ 93.1 nefe Loud Silence Television or America Bridge Memo so your life was so Wimpan Sampa Widi FM ewo Pusiga Shama Nyansapo FM ye your life ewo honom Gateway Radio ewo Nkwanta South Rich FM ewo Asinfosu 101.5 ewo Dambai ewo Timantem Kritikrachi area ho so yewo Nyiwasi Radio so ye live ewo honom enefe sunyan yewo 107.5 FM so any ahafokwenya se anapoafo ya mamunyina afishapa enti ya 105.1 FM so wamunyina Kasiebo wanga so ma ye de Erebremo Sunset Radio ewo bibiani ene fame uko ni aka ni nyina so wanga so bitise takwa area ho so ye live ewo Trinity FM so ne bedi mu akotimbi ne His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ye ne mo kase no ye nati for one national delegate conference etoso enum no ne ogina ho no ma orebua no ye bekọ ho wizi gina ho ye de ho ama ne ebo ebebremo Sanso ana Ghana mampanyi abedi akiredi afutu ama mpanyimfo na iso bibia se ene akwanja ubenya sekandifo no ewo so ye wanhwa na se dia bebia no ebeto aso dankwa ede amawo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama achirem se nyade se obeko tetem se Ghana ye mampanyin sanse mikame se nyanaye mbom se wakana kubi a yefra hu se Adam GH achirem se wobeko yen court biatan akoje nchiremu bi wo adenti ye ne won bekasa fa ho Sanso ana mekase owura kwache afosu ade atodwa achirem se owura John Dramani Mahama se na membu otoso mienu Freddy kan no se eye excellent ehuni asem ampa enti yebekwa kopremu kaso de nimpotem wo se kaso gwafufura wongesi no ojebi akoto na fa baabi ene yenga mane bofo bekasa fa ho Sanso ana ne se be na Ghana for epe passport a Amombre na mo nchiro mo ntino se aban bai no obiebie mantem no offices na atimi aboa a police photo na mo bi nipa bia won aye won adwense won de kron ene wo bebo ene ekopem asante mantem na fa ba bia wo ko boss akron no bi nso a police for akọchire won Saso na futu akwama NDC amiokono Oma twedi empire admomonya appointment ne say se basa grassroots no eba mo nan so a mamom toto apono mu enkankan nsem mfengu amonim asimbu amabam na mom no momma makwanja no mo so muntimi enko amonim eni grassroots no akra mi so mi kan obi etiene bi brew officer mpacho bomoden na hwe mi ye na ne makonkan enumaku bi ada romanti ne eti ha ye de Kasiebo Erebremo no X natural mineral water mpacho buru nya ne new ye mo amunim wa ho se super no me no se X enye supapa nga badiza wonya diarrhea na se cholera enye supapa etimpacho woka ho bi ne edi Kasiebo Erebremo fei mekere obi abekọ na ne de wanya adwuma ye 2026 yanga be no ya de se ye be mamu adwuma na moaye misaka promo no nsusu ye gusu gina ye nanto ye gina ye nanso ye star 274 hash bepem no meka ho asem edi akere onyumaku wanga da romanti ena nuanu be no yeti hanum a ene Daidi kan officially yenga fi adwuma se e 2026 mu yedi Kasiebo Erebremo me dendi akra lovely Kofi Dakon mene akuya
Krantema.
Efe Kasiebo no emunchirim ankasa eneng. Ghana Mampanyine His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yanemu Erica say our University of Professional Studies Accra wakwakan aya Ghana National Association of Teachers and efe TUC mpanyefo ho ewo won aya nhemudi etoso aya eduonum anang 54th National Delegate Conference anatifo warrior ewo ehonom na saa nhemudi no yehwe nim se ebetumi abua manatifo edibe power akandifo enefeyi won ne mabia rehia won no beka kira bang na bang so tu ho namon na brebia akoso ye ede ama won nhemudi nso eba so sa no a otu aba no wi ye behu won akandifo a ne manyina so ebetumi akoso ede ama nat nyume kuni nyinara na president ede Ghana National Association of Teachers Reverend Isaac Owusu ena ono so ode ofre akwa mase enemenimi ya no policy a NDC abang wodi kan ede bae wo His Excellency John Evans Atamils na breso se single spine salary pay structure no wodi be ye adwuma no opani di ofra kwa ma se ebinum akam ayemfa wonde ema anase emfa nya adwuma no emfa nya adwuma emfa ma won se ne be ye won aketua mu nsem enoma be konkan adwumedi nyina ase no bra yera John Dramani Mahama ewo ho ninti no ye nua wisdom hedejome ana otu nkra efi natna wisimi mu akwaba enti nati function mudi atoso aye eduonum anange no apart from insama aye one president Reverend Isaac Owusu ekan no nsa fufuru ben ena panyefo eka ho no so wokan
ada mamenta before that you need mention the late Samuel the implementation of the single spine pay policy. That is to be the case. But then it was initiated by President before at the time. So President was the process of the single spine pay policy, which was later implemented by late Professor John Evans. Having said that, no, Mamenka said, Chairman of the occasion, area coming to or no, and of the Takata no Chim said, Osha Senior and President John Mahama. Education sector no ediako na nimuna na akwen se enkase cost society na the next election no idea NDC amayoko no afa over 80% of the country just because of the NDC abai led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no say Oshimwa idea NDC abai no afa 80% of all teachers are on my Ghana going into the next election oye no sanso ka say Jumedie ya NDC amayuku in terms of promotion of teachers na free and fair transfer idea cost no na idea beboa na ma akechire juma no etumi ejina for brand and which na Reverend Isaac you know next president that been come together for boy single pay policy so we no so actually say back accommodation na pass abai na waye ba tumedino ama omo and which is excellent that's no better than Reverend that's also Jim said adia ba kwa e ha won pa no ene se aso so be kai tibi wa bro mo ko cho wa aki twem wie na teacher bi e ko so share so na student no etwem se adia teacher no wa ma won kwan ama wa wia wato ehye so bono that's na garu wabra menti no ati de course teacher ko jine ni ade no so etu e kan e ma ne hwe ni kwa we na 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 actually say efi e no once na se enye hwe han enka say ye die nsa ka teacher bi ntino woni na eje musa bata dia one penny and then penny na ne sa no ntino the bapu say wobe course strike ana so betu o schools na wo ma adeje enkoso etan say obi ede ne kan aka teacher bi a ade a wobeye and at TUC just for answer say ba other TUC ano so the nanu different executive say after my not here is busy and power no omo be support not any time there eba there obi ede ne sa aka teacher bi adwuma for Ghana nyina no support not e was akwanya no George
National Congress of Ghana and workers of this country and organized labor will support and solidarize with NAT if any teacher is assaulted in this country. And I want to end my speech or my remark by saying, giving you a quote, which says that, "Seek ye the welfare of teachers first, and all other things shall be added unto you."
Eti eyi yɛ nsɛm a twerɛfo panyin de ma Trades Union Congress de atogwa na Wizzy ɔde ne nsɛm atogwa wie saa no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nsɛm a ɔmo ka nyina no mmuae bɛn ɛna ɔde ma akyerɛkyerɛfo yi.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekyiremu sɛ n'aban ɛyɛ committed sɛ ɛba sɛ wɔnhwɛ teachers ndwumadi a wɔbɛhwɛ na wɔaboa ɔmo ebi ɛne sɛ neɛ yɛfrɛ no teacher dabrɛ project no ɔsɛ finance minister ɛde over 500 million ahyɛ sɛ wɔnhwɛ no sisi adan ɛma teachers ne yɛ teacher ni ayɛ kyerɛkyerɛ ni a ɛbɛbisa baabi a wopɛ sɛ ebesi dan ama wo no na ɔmo esi ɛdan no ama wo so that over the period no ɛbɛtete nkakra ɛno ɛyɛ teacher dabrɛ project no saa nso ɛna ɛba e-blocks na ɔbɛhwɛ sɛ afei no obesi bɛɛ 30 e-blocks ama teachers no sɛ ɛbɛtumi aboa na saa congestion ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ ɛsoɔ atwa ɛno akyire ɔkyerɛ mu sɛ ɔbɛsi ɔbɛyɛ over 2 million ɛyɛ still ama yɛn kɔla no bɛkɔ Ghana pana baabi yɛkae sɛ yɛkɔ ɛyɛ Osi region sɛ baabi ade a na mmɔfra no ɛhoɔ ɛna ɔmo tenatena so ɛkyɛ adeɛ na obi nafu ato fam na ɔsɔɔsɔ ɛno no ɛna ɛsɛ sɛ ɔbɛhwɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ ɛyɛ deck no na ɛtumi aboa ɛyɛ esuafoɔ no ɛwɔ saa kwan no so ɛno esi nso esi mu sɛ ɛba ɛyɛ double track yɛ ɛkɔ so yɛ a ɔyɛ reinstitution bi yɛ a so far no bɛyɛ school ɔha na wɔyi wɔn fi double track yɛde akɔ single track nkyɛn so yɛ ne mu no before the end of the implementation process no ɛyɛ adeɛ a school bi a ɛni Ghana bi ma ɔbɛkɔ ɛyɛ traffic aso ɛna ɔsan so sɛ mu sɛ ɔhyɛ ɛyɛ wati exam wati yɛ kɔ so four yi na ɛyɛ adeɛ a 2025 no ɛyɛ adeɛ a na ɛha adwene nti aban yes no so de nneɛma bɛtɔ so nti sɛ ɛbɛtumi ahyɛ sɛ ɛba sɛ yɛ schoolfoɔ no brane na wɔtumi ahyia adeɛ ɔhyɛ no yie na wɔbɛtumi ayɛ ne saa na ɔsɛ mu sɛ yɛka sɛ teacher assault ne ɔno nso ɔmfoa so ne ɛmfoa so tena nti meyɛ ne yɛ asa ne sɛ ɛbɛ atɛdeɛ asɛm no si yɛ no a wɔkɔhwɛ net teacher no ade abusuafoɔ apɛ kakra asɛm no nsɛm ama wɔtwa asɛm no so ɔsɛ na yɛ ade ahyɛ fa nti yɛkɔ anim no sɛ yɛ teacher ni na sɛ ɛtimamufoɔ ɛde wɔn nsa ka wɔ apan ɛne wɔn bɛdi bɛnbɛn His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
I'm happy with the spine. And so, of course, TUC raised it with us and asked if we could look at the whole salary structure again. And I can say that we're very willing to do that so that we're able to remunerate people better so that they can give off their best in terms of what we ask them to do. President also raised the issue of dedicated funding for basic education. I think it's very important. Currently, we have earmarked funding in the GET fund for senior high school. And so it looks like senior high school has funding available and ready whenever it's needed. Unfortunately, basic is not the same. Capitation grant has been in arrears for several quarters. And so teaching and learning at the basic level is suffering. And it is exactly at that level that critical learning takes place, at least in literacy, numeracy, and critical thinking. And that prepares the child for, subsequent education in secondary and tertiary. And so if we miss that stage, the children come out of the BECE, and when they come into secondary school and other tertiary education institutions, the material is just impossible to work with, because the basic understanding has been missed at the basic level. And so it's something that we need to think through together. Later in my speech, I'll address a few things about foundational learning. And so we need to look at that critically again. A few years ago, we did a new pension reform. Everybody was happy, tier 2, tier 3. It looks like the time has come for us to look at it again. And so again, TUC, as the leader of organized labor, raised it with us. And I told Comrade Joshua and his team that we're prepared to put together a working team to look at the whole pension reform and come up with some suggestions and see how we can improve it so that everybody is happy and feels secure going into retirement. And a safe and secure work environment is a must. Indeed, I saw that video of I think it was a maths teacher being beaten because when he was invigilating, he refused to allow our children to cheat. And they had a sense of entitlement. And so why did you not allow us to cheat? And the unfortunate thing is that the matter went to the police station, and the parents of the students went to the police, and they said they settled the matter amicably. I mean, how is that? This is assault, it's criminal, you know. But when we inquired, the police also said, I think the teacher was compensated, so he didn't want to press charges anymore. But I said, at least the children should have been booked. They should have been taken through the legal process. And at least, if nothing at all, they should have been bonded to be of good behavior for a period of time. And then we'll believe that justice has been done. But just for parents to come and, you know, pay a little compensation.
Wisdom had a man board if you're mamping at night at the brain.
Yatasona yadaso awo menso nsem enso emu na meka se Ghana mampanyi abedi eche ye mame eje nana opoku ageman adefutuo ama Ghana fo nyina titiru ni mbebu no se bia wo kuo bi mu anasempo no suku mu anawo na suku fo ni nyina no ato aba ade ama se be kendini ema suku na dia oba bia no wo se wo ma wani eda wo sanse dia wanya akwanya se oba ya de papa no amfai no wanhwe na se dia be no unyi kura na se wo besum abana so ba bandwuma mu a South Bankro na na abeto so na wodi ayenu magisani nyina no enya de betimi abonti wasrese nei dwumadie bia position bia wobenya wo se wo som na wodi animu wo bibimu no wo so som ye na wodi ye adwuma beboa Ghana nyina ana se nipa to abama adwu tumu epa wo se be kendi no on betimi enya mfaso wo sa dwumadie no eso ye maame ade sansem tudwo wo mna se 2026 ye Pentecost student and associate Ghana dwumadie ko ekoso ho ene kodino de futu emo bibia se dia obeye ne no se endi wani masabio na edi wachi nti yenhwe na yenkura dwumade position bia ye benya ne yensom yensem a ye maame ade tu dwa no ebi enie.
What you practice now in small seemingly private ways establishes the patterns that later govern public life. On your campuses, leadership is taking shape in how group work is handled, who is included or excluded, in whether influence is used to lift others or advance yourself. As campus leaders, for example, when you collect dues from your fellow students, continue to prioritize the entire student population. That is why you are leaders. That is the essence of leadership. It is like the state collecting taxes from the citizens. That money must be used in the interest of everyone, with special emphasis and attention to the vulnerable. As leaders, you must go beyond yourselves and consider those who don't even have what you may be complaining about, and understandably so.
Anwachi ya mame asanso adi tudwa esre suafo ne se sam no school mo musua di omfa bote papa bi emfa ensi omo ne so sanse eno ene betimi abo mo daachen na no krakra mu so school mo nyina so mo hwe se de ombeye ne no ebetimi enya nsunsan so daachen te na wo school na wawofo atua school fi se sua de wanye na sebe eye afeku bobone ena se odo ho be hye ne nyoma nsem fata obebia wanhwe na se daachen no enya nsunsan so bone so wa brabo emu.
Every hour spent learning a difficult concept, every assignment revised carefully, and every effort made, even when dishonesty seems easier, are investments in your credibility. A system shows its values in what declares and in what it allows. And so, academic dishonesty is not a minor mistake. It is an early warning sign. When shortcuts become normal in a classroom, they do not vanish in professional life. Nations that stumble, they do not stumble because their citizens lack intelligence. They stumble when standards decline and when character becomes optional.
Anya etie aya Ghana mampanyi abedi echiro benfo jenana opoku agimai.
Adam GH eyeku a won enhye abangase de biara da wo mo mamu no bibia nkoyi a wota kire won adwene ena amanebo yensaka wo se wo bekwa kopim wo mangana yankot biatan akogye nchirimu bi esanse His Excellency John Dramani Mahama de atugwa se enya de so be premium se ento abama no nko se Ghana ya mampani ne etoso ebiesa Kofi Abrante ewo biaya ne de Adam GH fo efrent semtrafo hwem Kofi mimu wakwaba Emmanuel Abdul Salam oni niku mano denti enene wo mu se won beko Supreme Court esan say yenim say John Dramani Mahama say enya de so beko akopre the third term adenti na wo fresh asem trafo hwemu yi
yo aka go fi ewie se wote sana wo kana ade a Adam GH eye wo muku a wo mon shika aban ase ene wo mini akwako kire mu wo Supreme Court wo ma sema ni na ene se ade a na wo twe ba ko etwemu yi the Oba Ghana, Yamano Simua, Yadia Mampu, Yadia, Ghana, Yamam Pehine, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Amampu Bruno, Echimusa, Yadia, or Pese, or Co Tetem, Yabakan, and Etosu Ebis. Ah, one Muchimus and Pimprin, Kobamesa, Nechimusa, Ghana, and coming on into the end of Amamra, any Dimano, oh, my Ghana Mukosha Ateko, ACC 6 clause 1 now, Echimusa. The Omampain Ebetna Abenya Akunyana so na odi infisia and watching and now di a 9 or somebody di a 9 dima. Amamrani Cheso Nia Kunya or Sansone Cordia Tosuni and Sano. Case Adia, Ghana Mampain, His Excellency John Dramani Mana, or Cospesa Con a Teteno, and only say Adia, a Bedma, a year Basabasaya, no, you neighbor to maybe Pimu, our my Ghana. Now, I am Pimprameno Case, a only for Azubila. Emmanuel Salam, Oye Executive Secretary, Edema, Adam GH, Ottoman Changing Person, or Churchill, and Pimprino, Omu, a Supreme Court. Open your Makaba, Edeba TV XYZ, Power FM, and after Radio XYZ. My friends and Tropo in Shimu, and in Simbi, Actons and Tropo, Nina, Edefa, a month for Ghana Mampa, Excellency John Dramani Mama, or Person or Cotte, Namuchi, then I'm Person Mokafao.
So medase ne chiama tifo ene makafo nyina wie ene a day a press conference so na ye breaking news efa case ayedia kopiem Supreme Court on the 23rd of December 2025 yense nyina ne say ye pese Supreme Court en interpret article 66 clause 1 and 2 ema yen hu say omampeni John Dramani Mahama third term a omuka no obetumi akọ third term another ntumi nkọ na yenim say we read article 66 clause 1 and 2 now there is no ambiguity whether he can go or not. There is no ambiguity obi anim say nya de anka obetumi akọ ye share omampeni Rollins the same article na the man call mienu a one ko bi o share omampeni Kufo the same article na the man call bi na one ko bi o share Nanado the same article na call bi na one ntumi anko bi. Na John Dramani Mahama, the entire and who have been here say, Yema Supreme Court interpreting said, or no, there is a break. There is a break in the 4 years before he comes back again. Amount for generating a lot of conversations. Say, or court term, a bit so to me. Now, even within the NDC party, we have sent here, General Secretary Babonting, and maybe a chairman, and can say, there is no way John Mahama will go for the third term. The following day, another 2 days later, anyone say majority leader in parliament or in charge of government business. And also, a general parliament, I can say, possible say John Dramani Mahama for the third term. General Secretary Samba Bontain, as I can say, those who are called for third term, and always sycophants and bootlickers, which to some extent, as Adam GH, General Secretary, because John Mahama, the exceptional performance as president. A section of Ghanaians are calling for his third term, and it is not. It's said to the president because he has performed, and people know that he has performed, and he deserves third term or fourth term. But some people within his government They are making this selfish call because of their personal interest and sycophantic character. Akwenya omanya ojo mahama mamumu ntino omunya ko 100 years na omuso omuntra position enti san konfukuo no na emi say the name sycophantic and bootlicking characteristics no na ye mpese sa koka within the same party awoma balmuna entokwa asofo eka na up and down na say omuka say MPP for omu parliament omu presidential flag bearers omu wie this month ya omu so ba beka ho afa na akwaye koka bebre and they are copiable Supreme Court say so bi di mampeni na so otena fie enfie woche na so osaba bie ma obetima san akọ second term I for the third term and I say osan call one term and TCC case no Supreme Court no me sure say obi a oka and as oka sa for third term bia ho no e say we careful because you can face contempt of court and the best Ghana for nyina say yenye din e was asem we ho I did attempt any counter I did attempt I could cost nyina no obi a man akuma and from boko na Supreme Court no enfamra bonten na yenhu say ampa say
Ayowura Fallis Kwachi Ofosu na papa yi aba bonten akyerem se sa wo hwe se Ghana sadia memu no ekonyame nim ni eye pa te se 12 se betimi aboa na ode nsema todwa akyerem pefe se Ghana mampanye bra John Dramani Mahama ne mbaye to so mienu e se ofan di kan first year no se wo hwe nioma nyina e dia dance pefe se ne Ghana se economy no ade a egro na etimi aboa manioma so ekonkan o si nioma asesa emri bi atwum na sadia nka Ghana kano ejina tese ewo fom na eda fom tim entimi nya hwe no ene nyoma nyina adane tese edi adanse se amembo no nyoma nyina ekoyi ade amaganafo ode sansemi atudwa wo mbra no ne nsamtwerefo twinkomo eno ru akwache ofuso sanso akyerem se so hwe economic indicators na echem se Ghana sika na hoden abema tese nei etimi aboa nam sayo so nyoma gyina na nanso ese sika no esansa hoden abemu ntino sadia nka Ghana fanko ne bo hwihwie ene no egira nanso ache efenso ama edwama nso nyoma no etimi ayekase na se nyoma ayedin adiama Ghana fo ese bidona no etimi aboa sanso eno chemsa ansa obehwe na Ghana fo nye beko abato so 2024 no na ese nyame anim ni Ghana fo ye ho kire ye ho papa ye tese ye di ye ho a enya de ye wakwan bia so nanso Ghana fo eto aba nyoma ekoye edemaye no ade ese nyoma atoto ye ema ye ho etimi ato ye pantene no sa no beka say ne so hwa amemu na ekoye no nim se twedi ampon so be yadom emese 2026 ayewremu no said dia 2025 empanyimfo di nyoma egugu akwan mu na nyoma ede din ne ho atoyen wo memu no sa pepen so ene beto aso na etimi abonti wa hyebo na ochem se die hia ne se Ghana fo nyina ya di ahode ne empaibo eso betai Ghana mampanyi achi na dia oye ne na aboafo nyina so no akoyie ede amayen
TV XYZ Power 97.9 Radio XYZ 93.1 yening affiliate wo Maimuni Amanone ene eguso yedi Kasiebo no erebramo yengo pemu awutu senya epoye mansi no mo fifi mantem sanse gwafoforo a wongesi wo na no pay asem a yengate chemsoja akoto honom ma tumi aseni amakakra ewo ehonom na openinga ne din eye assistant chief fire officer 2 Rashid Kwame Nisawo ena odi nchiremu ema yenga money boni Alex Donko adekudi porting ena musuntia sa ojai etumi ba ene kwanga wo faso wo tesa amanebo no
yenya a distress call na just say wo mo presi ye power service control line power master control 1650 na just say aka be 10 minutes na bo 5 o'clock say ejabi atowo Kasua new market wa hasi anya market ye fire station e first fire tender e ba hasi e ba na just say eja na edari yi na offer for assistance na me no ka say ya mobilize cars back 8 to every central region Suedru any Kasua 6 every Accra myself the regional commander me hasi deputy director operations Ghana National Fire Service or hasi director operations also hasi yatimia confine journey for the past 1 hour me no ka say fire is under control you can see be savaging na overhauling na cooling na declare fire finally was extinguished.
Enuachi mrashe begweni wa ewutu senya po ya bato mpesua so Phyllis na akoyo nso ko premu wo ho di nse bi etu yanga maneboni enim.
Going forward, there are lessons to be learned because if there's a situation like this and there's a disaster, now even the fire tender cannot have access to the marketer or then we have a job to do. It's going forward. You better make sure say you better clear roads. No baby, I was say a road path. Baby, I was say a footpath. You better training now baby. I see shops are and authorized. No, you better man and markets for now. Almost tongue with Gianni and now almost Gianni our markets no and now almost cigarettes our markets no your best must say all these things might be a contributing factor into because listen, at the end of the day, only one person that is affected. It is a lot of people, a lot of properties are being lost, a lot of investments.
Felix na koyo kuno mrashe begweni madishia won ewo ewutu senye poye abato mpesua so wonfifi mantem Alex Donko yenga maneboni ewo importante Alex mimu akwa ban prempren ojano akosiden
ana bameda say ana de ne babu piem wa ha me chire me na woka say MP edema ewutu sen is ona mo Felix na koyo oba ho fe what heavy as family on that mo for fire service of work as well. Yaba Bibia I come, Nemo Aba. Me Sanche no, or the number of him, Washas and MNC Equas Wakasa Baby, Miasha Sama, or the two job brand or Hano. Not all can be sir, Eddie Cambasha, so Mayor Fire Station, Yawaha, Sna baby, BCA, and myself, a control one thing, and some of the natures are there on the other side. I say, Mark by TV XYZ, Power FM, Baby XYZ. I see no one say 30,000 I've been in Ashi.
50 major market I work as well has say let's say HR absolutely. The need to make a share there na airport so the same situation for myself. Na ye buy and Ukraine no na ejano na spread it but ejana nkaka no start be for there about and na ye no mo odunje for na broni beka say faster the no it will have just about 8 minutes after say ejano share na me be do ye have say here nyame hu ye no me fe council me because fire service for now what have said no my day ye so ya ye no mo media for so ye say bon fan so out say ye more enforcement ministry of funny baby announcement say we had an emergency in Kaswa and my fire tenders men kasa 12 in a bedroom Kaswa and now boy my YouTube channel if ye kasa e mene Impenifornia, Bronibeka said the major stakeholders are AF Fire Commander of Central Region, AF Police Commanders, not when Penifuina and Yabusu Yawa Kaswa Market. Now, a Janet de Asia Dubra, Nanya Munya Bemakase, a cat and a biscuit. If the Abusua, your name market in Peniform, so Asia, and my man and Swa, almost so Amunia Marshing, almost thought I shall so you know we share my key records. If you are ascertaining the actual cost of damage now, is but from electoral investigations, so you will say like Toby and a batch Makakra and a Paki a channel and a ma a channel for you will show in penny focus na near a dawa which me a bit ama is still for no to say a Janet. Atie to because a jano ebusu there and then no krejani there at taxi to na me pese maybe move figure so that is the more say in baby work house for bomo boy to jano mu kwa bucket to mu kwa jerrycan ye fire service for no almost ye to my baby na ya say fire for from mama from no maybe 3 hours man and you ran me here. You see it negates all those reports Yes, the fire forward from Womomba. They were here on time. They were here in their numbers.
Okay.
And they did a whole man's job.
Very well.
Security services, your police, the force, because here do Jano no say a phone show and show your operation. Bring up for stores. I know. It's police for no show a year or more, modern, Emma, almost me a bone, nipa home buying,
okay.
So a property, a home buying.
Okay. Honorable, Utiminka.
Ne bomb boy, a Janet, a creature, na embono, a kind of one I said the way I show, young man, 60, a man of one year, my ashes, you bet me a bomb.
Okay.
Now you to me no more so much come back to the market, it's me for 2 days.
Okay.
Now you can't as well as one, not it's not a gun, not a work as well.
Yo. Alex, Utiminka.
So it makes me at the end of the constituency. Assign Papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. It makes me idea the boy. But the other pressing issue are you who ya say and also the two I pathway to the market no say yes the market and now you see market we are the car so a bit to me afa now the B8 market car it to me afa how I could do that. So you were saying your friend said fire post our market but the we are so your market is fire post fire the bio omu a can you may be saying no. So has been addressed earlier.
Alex Donko. Hello, Alex. Alex Donko Timinka. Alex yana also want my attention kakra ha. Esan se nka me pese me bisa honorable assembly nti pato production team mo alert ne mame mon line no me pese me bisa honorable assembly esan se ni abe wa commending the security and then the media for saying abo amane ma sa abe won etime to anamon anopa yenga video bi se yenia nsantwani ba ko o class media group o one cameraman yenga video ni say the same Ghana National Fire Service fu aye no won ka battery ma ye adwuma no won assault no won abro no nti kam pese me bisa no sa ban attention na we hu sa video na because a trendy ye pa Alex utimenka. Hello Alex. Hello Alex. Unfortunately, Alex Donko rather listening to the member of parliament no on fana suma yang mi pesenka mi bisa honorable Felix na koyo kuno sa asem because and some trafo yanga na ye ni mo eye djuma nse ne okasa Ghana fo etie ne ya bang mu panyifo wo retie no ya so no nam entenko base bibisa na wobebo. Hello Alex.
Yeah, me ya.
Mi pacho fa phone ni ma honorable na mi bisa na asem bi.
Yo, me ya me mano.
Hello.
Honorable Felix.
Hello.
Hello, utiminka honorable. Okay, honorable mi pacho. Yenga video bi se yenia ba kwa ye juma class media group Accra FM ni class TV. Yenga hu se fire service impanifo no bi personnel no bi omo assorting no when na no pay ni esi no na oguso a o ma report wo mi pacho won hu sa video ni bi about attention.
Me hu video no. Ama ma share me share video no na enye video free class and one people free class na sami and or me having na but video na for round and net sami and na e wa me nim say mo so me video na
yo yenga hu sa video no. Okay, but say even though say onye media personnel crampo a kwanga the personnel of the Ghana Fire Service for edini fa so no say bitafra as a member of parliament ujedi say ne kwampaso ning. Unfortunately, I'm saying young Ashray, honorable member of parliament for a year, a Wutu Senya East Abaton Bishas of Phyllis Nako. Your Bripemono, in a Jumedia Cabit inside politics in a Kasiebo Hurakano, Bripemono Yansakano, your baby son is assembly because me jedi near a corsono and shed them tree a honum.
One guy na kasa.
O say yes am.
But o share video na nipa mienu, mranti mienu. First one dey hwa anya nsentwe but second one no.
Because,
because
yes, young na yabu amane and na nipa beti ne erekoso ansa na more authorities no mabem enti sense training be kwakoye na adwuma na bibisa beba say first one nyo no mpo a What about
second one there? What do you say? You yantu so na yankuanim da na yakọ hafo mantem no emu abanwe eba modern passes said dia nyoma bi attachments na so hia bibia yi senkran wonya bibia wo bia yi se oba nkran o se ohwe aboa na anya hwe kwanim bi wo ha watimi abiebiem na ehia atratra mantem ahodo nim aye na atimi abo ebi ene se so obi hia passport a on bankra ha anso nya passport mantem na no we se nipa no ebetimi anya passport de di dwuma opese odidi nam service me say eye so for be de kira ohwe amono ne nsam so ene mrahye badwani a so mo ha fo mpatemo aka ma passport officer ye bie e wa afo go so makode na di kama bia no a se enya sim kuma kra na nsam no said the owura James Jachikwesen e de tudwo mra sa dwumade no ekoso no mumma yentie bi.
With the establishment of this center, residents of Ahafo will no longer be compelled to travel long distances or endure avoidable delays obtaining a passport. This intervention is designed to save time, reduce costs, and bring relief to families, traders, students, and professionals alike. For many years, the absence of a passport application center in this region imposed unnecessary financial and social burden on applicants. Long journeys, accommodation costs, lost working hours, and exposure to unscrupulous middlemen became an unfortunate part of the process.
Na enuachi no aye ntotro so hene so sanso aye president Adema Ahafo Regional House of Chiefs aye Barema Twereko ampem otoso miensa enso adiwe etoaso
we ya edikan ebey bebre wa chira enso ebeba edimpuntuo ebebre yen amaya yese regions no a wonmo ewo ho dada no said ebeya ya the region man na afi just okọ region foforo no akọpere bibi wo ho dia na nke ya mfa ma akura na nke ye den eye
bibibia ya de ato mampanyine anim no samohwe a yegusu a ye no one by one afimu ani enyoma say ele adi gu akwanso a no na no adaro ma mesre mo ene timamufu a wa hafo say mo ye mo ama ye nya 5 out of 6 na mesre mo say 2028 eda ya anim no monya ya dom na mfa ba ko na aka no enka ye ho
asaniati ayoswafo hwe Ahafo mantam no so ana fe ntotro so hene
so for bajing ano no da divine healers asafo no ano prophetess Elizabeth Chawe no dia de sade akwa ma bank say of agriculture international service ho na no bebu ama nyuma mebum be wie suapon amunye dumaye no obenya dumaye de nsemi tu gwa wabro ni nsentwefo retwetwe nkomo
agriculture no aboa say ye de ye kromo aduane a amisa ska beba kronimu say de bia envie bropodu be bia ye kra but Shranka Nyankopɔ sa afi we ye bro abruso bayirenso abruso aduane abruso ye ka che youthfo no so we are Greek we dey ye wa Greek na say ye dey want to Greek so a yes so ye be export misra ban no say youthfo no e Greek no mo mpe na omo do titifo nyina mo bo nkokora ni mrekwa nti ebema ya sade ebe kraniama nti yebe sira se national service e dia Greek be kan compulsory se ofi university a wo be fa ho
ni kwekwe mu no se yenyina yemfa ye chita nkoma nkukọ nketenkete ni ada agric policies abang no e dia ba no sanse be bua yen
ya side wo ho ni di machines aba aye be dressing nkukọ no na ya twitwa na ya package na ya ton wa Ghana afi say ya tomatoes nso a ono so omuma ya machine say na be ya omodo a ensei na ono so ya yeti tomatoes wa Ghana ba yen so sa nti say omofa natural service no compulsory say obefa ho
Eye prophetess Elizabeth Chawe oye divine healers asafo no nifa ewo ashama important zenu lai honom no downtown ono no da asafo ya no ewo honom no dey side to semi atugo yemfa sedan koma X natural mineral water mpacho ye super papa obi bia mpe bi no bronye yi ne new year ye gina mu yati he uhwe wankasa hu se na lovely akra ma ye kama sansu ya na manom na timi aboa mentimi pacho komeko mo na se bra ye adwuma mu ha betu bi koton obetumi afre yen ewo 059-627-3546 and 059-627-3547 means aka promo no ye star 274 hash dial me pacho be disika 2026 mobia mfa ohie bia rem mobia meka kire mi sakra na me sika ndi akra bombisi ana se ye mi se mpacho debi this sika na ne ye star 274 hash de biarada be wini sika fa hu jem esank se XYZ Broadcasting Limited yedinam National Lottery Authority one characters platform so nemom uyo obi a unya 80 years ya infa hu enyem bi mpacho tie mamima wadwuma na ye uyo obi a waben eba ne sika sem so betumi atoto sika sem niema ma obetumi ahwe sika sem so sikasem company so dia mpacho tie any company dia ba mintimi money di nkyere ne mom ne ye pa ne se ye pe bia ye financial officer wetumi aben wadwuma mu na company won kran ha era etibomoden se wo qualification mbaba bu so bachelor degree in accounting, banking, finance and economics mu amipacho bomoden nafre 0244 625 609 0244 625 609 and email yen ewo trendsconsult@gmail.com trendsappconsult@gmail.com na for application no fafa honom na uyo bia waye dwuma be hye efishenum edere confusion bi sadere kwampacho ene waben ene easy crama se ubetime nya kwanya ewo sa edwuma mu ntibomoden na koye adwuma na so unu wabusafo ne man konkan fama Ganafo ya begina yiso akoje yen aboafo nkrato ye baba sisi abetua Kasiebo no so.
Na ede na aya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu mu emunumuni.
Oh Mr. Entry also yare ya titi bi ben fie pi nanso ne yemu nyono da se me kire no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa
Minyi ni se wato ulcer tamfo Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture yanum bom kutia ulcer no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dadaada ulcer dro de eno ne Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture
ankom ni nkyeremu
ulcer yekura eto yefunu ene ensunu mu etumi a wo yefunu ekeka wa wogire wo ho a enye ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how aye ulcer de a kope Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto
pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Apinfo abatan ya woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfiedum yenu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
ulcer tamfo edie age adwadie nkrato yi atom.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Yada mwasise mwatwen yen ha na breni adeje obema ye kwangene na ewia promoto break Kasiebo no yede nsem nyina besi akenkanfo ena ewia bre medin de akra lovely Kofi Dako shame we free chiru anu afra Mr. Kasongo ena ewia bre mene
akuya krantama
yada mwasimo moniti ni hwe